Hello, my name is Johnnie Taylor, City Manager for the City of Lexington in North Carolina. Welcome to this episode of the Queuing It Up podcast, where we have a very special guest joining us today. Our guest today is Mr. Joe Wallace. He is the CEO and President of the Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce. While not a North Carolina native, Joe considers himself to be a product of the City of Lexington, having moved here in 1974 and graduating from Lexington Senior High School in 1977. Both of his parents were born and raised in North Carolina, and his mother was born and raised in Lexington, with family history dating back to the middle 1700s in the Tyrol area of Davidson County. Joe is also a direct descendant of Dr. William Rainey Holt, who built a homestead on South Main Street in 1834. Joe graduated from North Carolina State University with a BS in Business Management and Economics. After living in the Raleigh area for several years after graduating, working for a manufacturer of commercial cooking equipment, Joe made the transition back home in 1990 to work for Lexington State Bank. He stayed with the company through all of its subsequent mergers up to and including the current First National Bank. As a senior vice president, Joe focused on regulatory compliance, physical security, data security, and privacy of customer information. In 2019, Joe transitioned to the Chamber of Commerce as president and CEO. He has thoroughly enjoyed the experience and challenges that come with a fast-paced environment while working on behalf of the Chamber's membership to enhance the overall business climate in Lexington and Davidson County. Welcome, Mr. Wallace, to the Queuing It Up podcast.
Thank you, Johnny. It's very good to be here and excited about the opportunity to talk about the Chamber.
Well, let's get started. So, many of us know what the Lexington Chamber of Commerce is, but could you tell us, for those that may not know, what is the Lexington Chamber of Commerce?
Well, the Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce is like any chamber of commerce in the United States and across the world. And first and foremost, I think our viewers need to understand that it's a membership organization. And it's comprised of businesses, like-minded businesses, from the smallest that we have in Lexington to the very largest here in Davidson County. And that like-mindedness is to further the business climate and make it as functional and as vibrant as it can be.
Can you tell us more about the resources that you provide to the community, to your members, and why a business owner listening to this podcast should become a member of the Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce?
Well, there are several reasons, Johnny, and that's a really great question. I think some of those things are we can strengthen their connections in the community, not only with locals, but with the business community at large. We can obtain new customers through the referral network that the Chamber offers. We can sharpen their professional skills through the networking that we have and the events that we hold, such as the Small Business Center Lunch and Learns that we offer through and in conjunction with the Small Business Center at the Davidson-Davie Community College. We can advertise for your business through our website, through our social media pages, and we can also celebrate their accomplishments, whether that's the grand opening, whether that's a business expansion, whether that is a milestone that they reach in their longevity. Those are all things that we can do with ribbon cuttings and other ways to bring notoriety and exposure for their business. And in joining the Chamber, they also have a partner that's there to help them in any way that we can to further their business and obtain the goals that they're trying to strive and reach for. And finally, I think it's an old adage, but I think it applies to not only the Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce, but also any chamber, is that it's the adage that a rising tide floats all boats. And the stronger the local business economy and network is, the better it is for all businesses in Lexington and Davidson County. And everybody benefits from that, not only the residents, but the businesses themselves. So for a individual business here in Lexington or Davidson County or outside of Davidson County that does business within Davidson County. To join the chamber is a way for them to be recognized, but it also brings them some credibility. There are surveys that are done regularly with consumers across the country. And more often than not, the percentage of folks who say that they would be more likely to shop with a business that's a member of the Chamber of Commerce routinely lands in the 40+% range. And when you think about today's economy and everything being online and not having to go to a retail store anymore, for folks to continue routinely to say that 40% of them say that they would prefer to do business with a member of the Chamber of Commerce, I think says a lot about the credibility that is offered through that membership.
Absolutely. It's obvious that there is a lot of value that comes from being a partner with the Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce. With all of the business activity that's taking place throughout our country, what are your thoughts about the current state of business in the Lexington area?
I think that we are on the verge of a renaissance, if you will, within the Lexington business community. We went through a period where we were a textile town, and then those industries up and left for lower wages elsewhere. The furniture industry moved in subsequent to that, and they helped build this community. Then they started feeling the pressure of higher wages, and they left to seek lower wages elsewhere. At that point, the city was in a bit of a bind. Lexington Furniture Industries employed upwards of 5,000 people in this community. When those jobs left, it was painful. But through the hard work of the City of Lexington, the staff, the county with the Economic Development Commission, the groundwork has been laid to help in that process and push the city forward with regard to economic development. I think a lot of people have through the years recognized the fact that Lexington is in a unique position here in the Piedmont. We have 4 major highways that converge right here in the city of Lexington. The main railway line through the state of North Carolina runs right through Lexington. And it's taken some time, a lot more time than I think people had hoped and envisioned, but we're there now. And major manufacturers are recognizing what Lexington has to offer now. They are coming. That's going to bring smaller businesses, ancillary businesses that support those larger organizations. That's going to raise the median income in the city of Lexington, which will afford larger retailers to look at this area and think that maybe that's a place that they could go and expand in. So I think that Lexington is really poised for some serious growth here in the next couple of years, and the Chamber is very glad to be a part of that.
Well, I agree with you, and we're excited about all the growth and all the preparation that has gone on in the past to put us in this current position is definitely showing benefits at this time. We're already experiencing beautiful weather, and it makes me think about the Friday evenings at the Alive After 5 concert series. Tell us more about the concert series.
Very, very glad that you brought that up, Johnny. Thank you. That concert series has been going on for a long time, and it actually started in the back parking lot of Lanier's, and probably 100, 200 people there during an evening. And then the city, in conjunction with Breeden Insurance Services, created the Breeden Insurance Amphitheater, and the concert series moved there and has continued to grow and evolve ever since. We, on average, depending on the weather and the music that's there that evening, will have between 1,200 and 2,000 people out there. So it's a great evening for our citizens here in Lexington and elsewhere. It's free. The Chamber does this for the community, but it's also a fundraiser for the community. We raise our funds through sales of beverages that evening. So it's important for the community, and it's become a mainstay and things that people or an event that people look forward to every year. But it's also an important component for the chamber to raise funds to further its program of work.
And that's great. I would encourage those that are able to come out and enjoy the concert series. It's a lot of good fun there.
And if you'll allow me,
Sure.
I'd like to tell everybody who our lineup is this year.
Go right ahead.
In May, we have Stillwater Junction, which is a country music band that's going to be with us, and they probably fall into the outlaw country genre, which is a little bit different than what we've had in the past. In fact, this whole lineup this year is slightly different than what we've normally offered to the community. In June, we've got a band called Turtle Smash. A very unique and interesting name. They call their experience the Warped Tour experience, and their music focuses on the 2000s. So we've got a lot of people that come to our concerts that are in that age bracket. So we hope that that will be intriguing and enticing to them. And then in July, the middle of summer, we're bringing in a beach band. And it's not just any beach band. We feel very fortunate this year that we've been able to book chairman of the board. They are probably the most iconic beach band that's in the North Carolina, South Carolina region, and we're very, very excited to have them with us. And then in August, we're bringing back a band that we've had before called Trial by Fire, and they are a Journey tribute band, and they bring a huge following. And if you've ever heard them, if you close your eyes, you think you're listening to the original Journey. So we're excited for the lineup this year, and we certainly encourage our Lexington citizens to come out and enjoy it with us.
That sounds like a great lineup. So speaking of events and programs, could you tell us a little bit about your programs, some of your programs like the High Performance Manufacturing Association?
Absolutely. That is a program that was developed in conjunction with what was Davidson County Community College, and of course is now Davidson-Davie. And that was put together to attempt, and has been very successful in, allowing our local industries to go and spend time with other industries, and not just here in Lexington or Davidson County, but Alamance County, Guilford County, Forsyth County, and allow them to go in and see other companies' operations and learn from how they do things. A great example of that is Pine Hall Brick up in the Winston-Salem area. They attended our meetings regularly, and I can't remember what company we went to, but they saw a practice and an operation that helped them save millions of dollars on waste that they were creating. Most of you probably have seen brick mulch before. Well, that was a waste product from the creation of bricks. And they figured out a way, based upon visiting another manufacturer, how to eliminate that. And you don't see the brick mulch a whole lot anymore because they're not creating it. They've created a much more successful operation that way. So it's been very beneficial to those who have taken part. And in fact, our meeting coming up in May this year is going to be in the Innovation Quarter area of downtown Winston-Salem. And we're going to be meeting with the gentleman and the doctor who runs the regenerative medicine practice with Wake Forest Health. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that's literally taking the cells from a human being and regrowing something such as an ear. Somebody maybe has lost one due to skin cancer or an industrial accident. And they are literally being able to recreate that ear and reattach it through that science. And some of our listeners may have seen a segment on 60 Minutes with this gentleman several years ago. So this is a really exciting opportunity for us, and we hope that when we put out the invitation for those to come and spend that evening with us, that they'll take advantage of that and see this really groundbreaking technology that's being done to help humanity.
That's great. And there's another program, actually, I had an opportunity to participate in just yesterday, and that's Leadership Davidson County. And tell us a little bit about that as well.
That's probably our crowning achievement with the Chamber as far as programming is concerned. It's been going on for well over 30 years. And with the help of Marilyn Taylor and Taylor Training and Development here in Lexington, they have fine-tuned that program and really turned it into a class-leading opportunity for those who work here in Davidson County and also live here. So you don't have to be a resident to take part, but it's held annually. There are 5 sessions. We have a 2-day retreat, and then we meet subsequently 4 months later. And another unique aspect of it is you're not only learning about yourself through Myers-Briggs testing, and adapting what you learn about yourself and others to help you be a better leader. Those individuals that take part in that program also get to visit our local manufacturing base. As you mentioned, you were with us yesterday with a roundtable of city managers here in Davidson County, and we were at Mohawk Industries over in Thomasville, one of the leading laminate flooring providers in the world. And they've got a tremendous facility over there and a manufacturing process. And it affords people an opportunity to see and view things that they would never have had the opportunity to do before. So not only are they becoming great leaders going through that program, but the program affords them an opportunity to do things that they wouldn't normally have to do or be able to do. Some of our graduates from that program are leaders in our community today. Michael Brandt, the city manager over in Thomasville, has graduated from the program. Lillian Kuntz, our health director here in this county, has graduated from that program. So, we're probably close to 800 people that have gone through that program through the years right now.
Well, that is very positive. And I could tell just from yesterday that it is a quality program, and it brings a lot of benefit to those that participate. I was excited to see some of the Lexington staff that are actually a part of the program.
The City of Lexington and the City of Thomasville has really, over the years, been very kind to the program and sending their employees and taking advantage of that leadership development opportunity and creating better employees for both city organizations.
And we're grateful. I've got a question. I call it the time machine question that I kind of throw out to a lot of our guests here on Queuing It Up. And I know we've talked about how it appears that we're entering sort of a renaissance. 10 years from now, what would you envision we would see if we could instantly go to the year 2035 as far as business here in Lexington?
That's another really good question, Johnny. I think that as we have seen in the last 4 or 5 years, Lexington and Davidson County is becoming a destination for manufacturers who are looking for better opportunities. And I think what we're going to see in Lexington is the byproduct of that. We're going to see more industry. We're going to see more residents. We're going to see a higher median income. And we're going to see more retail shopping opportunities because of that. Are there going to be some growing pains? Sure there are. We've already experiencing down at the Highway 8 Brown Street, Cotton Grove Road Fairview, Brown Street intersection there, Parkway Plaza. But the city just announced that that's being worked on and will start in another month or so. So with the help of the state, and with the city planning, I think that we're going to work through those issues that are going to occur, especially with the new housing developments being built. I think you mentioned yesterday at Leadership Davidson County that there are over 1,000 units on tap right now. That's a huge influx of residents to the city of Lexington. And with that will come challenges. But I think from what I've seen through the years here at the city of Lexington and the leadership, I think that those challenges are going to be met, and we're all going to be better for it.
So you've given a lot of information about the Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce. Where can people go to make sure that they're up to date about the chamber events?
We're on all the social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and of course our website.
Thank you, Joe, for joining us today. This has been very informative. And I'm excited about all of the great things, the partnership between the city and all of the events and things that are on tap that are going to be organized and actually carried through by the Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce. And we will certainly like to invite you back to talk about things in the future that may be happening in the community so that everybody knows how great of a job is being done here in our great city.
Well, thank you, Johnny. On behalf of the Chamber, its Board of Directors, and its 375 plus minus members, we look forward to the opportunity to come and represent the Chamber and talk about the future of Lexington anytime.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Queuing It Up. If you got some value by listening to this episode, please subscribe and leave a review on the platform you're listening to this episode on. You can also follow us on social media at City of Lexington for updates on future episodes. For more information on the City of Lexington, please visit www.lexingtonnc.gov. We'll see you on the next episode.